Hello everybody, here is Giulio from GD78 Music, and in this short tutorial I will show you how to sell the products and the services advertised on the musicians marketplace JustMusic.info. JustMusic.info is owned by GD78 Music and allows pretty much anybody to have access to pretty big list of services and products that are for musicians, record labels, and content creators in general. And also GD78 Music allows the possibility of making a profit out of their sales program. So keep in mind, this is not a referral program where you post a link or a banner on your website, and if somebody clicks on that, you will get basically a commission on the purchase. This is a sales program, which means that you will have to send an email to GD78 Music and ask that you want to join their sales team. Now, you can work on this remotely, you can be anywhere in the world. What is going to happen is that after you send the email to justmusic@gd78music.com, I'm going to post here, I'm going to write here the email address, or you can find it below in the video. You will be sent the login details to the sales system. So GD78 Music will set you up with a free account on a platform called HubSpot, which we're going to see in a second. And you will be able to contact a list of leads that are contained in the system, or you can import or email your contacts or your leads from the CRM system, and you'll be able to keep track of your deals, of the behavior of your leads, and also obviously to monetize on your successful closed-won deals. So you're gonna need two tabs open. One is JustMusic.info, which is just the website of the musicians marketplace. And the second one, which you're going to need, is HubSpot.com. Now you can type in HubSpot.com, HubSpot, and you will be redirected to the website. This is a very good CRM system, and GD78 Music have their own company account in here, so they're gonna basically set you up with a username and a password, and I'll show you how it works. So the first thing is that you need to get into the Just Music Marketplace. You click on Get Started, and for the purpose of this, I'm just gonna put a test email, okay, and just to get in the system, and I'll show you how it works. So you sign up, okay, this is already taken, so we'll test 1, 2, 3. This email address or Facebook doesn't have to be the same as the one that you have here, but it would be better if you use the same email address or the same login credentials that you have here for to access HubSpot. Now GD78 Music will ask you what are your login credentials for the Just Music platform, which means they're going to ask for the email and the password, and then they're going to use the same thing, okay, for the HubSpot platform, and you'll be able to set up, you're going to have your own sales manager account in here. So you log in here, you log into Just Music, then you go into HubSpot, you click on sign in, and here you will have to insert your email address, which for the purpose of this, I'm going to put the GD78 Music Gmail account, the password, and you'll have to insert the password associated to the HubSpot account. The first time that you log in HubSpot, you will create a password. So it won't be GD78 Music sending you the password, you will have to create it. So I already logged in previously this account, so get it in HubSpot, and I just give you an overview of how it works. Now the first time you're going to log in, everything is going to be empty, because obviously you will not have any deal going on. You will not contact anybody. And make sure that on the top left, sales is selected. Okay, sometimes it goes on marketing, but for the majority of the cases, sales will be your main dashboard. Then if you want, you can obviously customize your profile. You can add an avatar and change your name. Now here it's going to show JustMusic.info because it's a test account. Now the second thing is when you click the tabs up here, okay, the majority of times you're going to have access to contacts that are related to existing clients in the company or potential leads. So for example, if you click on contacts, you're going to see there's a bar up here where it will load, and that bar basically will load until you have approximately 1 million contacts. The contacts are a mix of leads or pre-existing customers of GD78 Music. Keep in mind that whoever you're going to contact here, your email will be tracked. So GD78 Music will know if you are emailing a pre-existing contact, so you're trying to pitch for a new product or a new service for a contact that is already a customer, or if you're trying to pitch a lead. So, for example, somebody that is on a status interested or not contacted yet. You can select here My Contacts. This will be the contact that you import in the system. And remember that here you can't export contacts, you can only import. If you want to export something, you will need to send an email to your system administrator in GD78 Music and ask permission to export contacts. Because you will probably work mostly on your own contacts, you won't need to export contacts from the system because the majority of these contacts are, say, 90% from the GD78 Music in-house sales team. The other point here, companies is pretty much the same as contacts. Instead of having the names of the leads or company owners or artists, you're going to have the name of the companies. Keep in mind that a company in the system is also a band or an act or a record label. That's defined as a company. In deals, you will have a list of whatever deals you're working on. You can organize it in two ways. You can organize it vertically or horizontally. So if you organize it as a board, you're going to have the stages align one next to each other, order left to right. So contact, interested, in touch. Decision maker, board A means you're talking to the person that probably is going to purchase the service or the product. And then the contract sent is in the case, for example, if you're dealing in a sales pipeline, which is general, so you're sending a service that it's like a billed monthly and it's for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or a year, you will have to send a contract. But this is for the most advanced contract-based products on the Just Music platform. For anything else, you can just click on Just Music, and you're going to be redirected in the Just Music pipeline. So I strongly suggest that at the beginning you make sure that the pipeline you're in is the Just Music pipeline, and you're going to have the not contact, the contact, interested, won, and lost stages. In order to add a deal, you click on Add a Deal. You say, for example, and then we're going to say, for example, you want to sell a Spotify promotional package, you want to sell a release package, or an artist that is looking to boost their Twitter account, the Twitter profile, they want to get more followers. Here is the name of what you're selling. You can put additional information, like for example, Twitter profile boost, Colombia, hip hop artist. It's up to you. In the deal stage, as long as it's clear for everybody, in the deal stage, you're going to have the status. So for example, is this a lead? So you didn't contact yet the person, or you contact the person, or is interested, or is won or lost. Keep in mind that if you click on won and you save this deal, it means you already sold the package, and it will be a window pop up. It will ask you what is the reason why you won the stage, and you're gonna have to say I won the stage because the person paid by credit card, paid through the website. At the beginning, to keep everything really simple, I strongly suggest to have the customer processing the payments through the Just Music website. That way, your commission fee will be automatically credited either to your PayPal, Stripe, or bank account. Here you put the amount, is the amount of the deal. It could be 9.99, it could be 10.99, that depends on the type of deal. Closing date. Closing date is when you think is the deadline. So do you want to talk a week with this lead, try to convince the lead to buy the package, or do you want to talk 2 days? Or the artist or the record label said, no, I'm sure I'm gonna buy the package tomorrow. Then say, for example, like today in this case is 14th of March, then I'm gonna say like by the 16th, a deal called Twitter campaign, okay, which is on the Just Music platform, will be sold. And the person, because I'm pretty sure that the lead is already going to pay to purchase the product, I'm going to click on interest. Okay, then sales manager is going to be obviously you. Okay, if you want, say for example, you have a deal that you want to assign to another agent, you can do that. Keep in mind that if you assign to another agent, you're going to lose the commission fee. So say for example, you're closing a deal and you have another person you're working with, okay, and which is inside GD78 Music, and you're like, hey, I'm taking care on the territory of United States. I'm working for New York, Massachusetts, North Carolina, and South Carolina. But I got a contact, okay, and this contact is outside my territory. So instead of sending an email to the sales guy that is in California, for example, you click on here and you select, for example, Applein or Rob. You can select, or Tammy. So you can assign, you can send the deal. And what will happen is that it will be possible to see that the person that initially created the deal, it's you. That means that you won't get the full commission fee, but you will get a percentage on the sales agent commission fee because you created the lead, you generated the lead. If you have any questions about this, just email us at JustMusic@gd78music.com. So this is your email. I'm gonna put it here. So JustMusic@gd78music.com. This is your email of reference for any question related to the sales. Okay. Then in the company, you can select the name of the company. So for example, say you're closing a deal with Universal Media Syndicate, okay? Then you can put here and you can say, okay, I'm talking with Victoria Mel. There's a lot of different, ways of, the more complete is the deal, the better it's for you. Then you create the deal. Okay, so in this case, I'm gonna say test, okay? Create a deal, and next page will be the deal page, and in the deal page you'll be able to see the deal stage, which is interested in this case. You can move it to close one, or you can see here the stage of the deal. Make sure that this is on again on the Just Music. You can select a bunch of other ones. For example, if you're working on live bookings, if it comes from Instagram, if it comes from SoundCloud, you got an artist that wrote you on Facebook and says, hey, I'm looking for a promotion on SoundCloud. I'm looking for a promotion on Mixcloud. Then in that case, click on Facebook, and then you click the deal stage, it's interested, and then this will move it automatically into the Facebook pipeline. This is just to keep things neat. So I strongly suggest you to take care of the details. Don't start with like 300 leads and try to sell 200 packages. Start with 1 or 2 per day. Especially if you're new on this game, you will need to get into the mind form of being a sales guy, working remotely using a CRM system. I can tell you that once you get into the mind form and you get fluent and you got your list of leads, you make your like your phone calls or your emails, etc. And then I'll show you how to do the emails and the phone calls. You're gonna be flowing. You're gonna be flying. I mean, it's gonna be really, really easy to use the system. Now, in the deal, there's a bunch of things you can do. I'm not gonna go into details. It's not too many. It's pretty simple. Make sure again that if you edit the pipeline, you will need to specify the amount. Okay, so put 9.89. Okay, closing date is correct. So what you can do here, there's two things you can do because this contact, in this case, we have for the contact, not for the company. We have only the email address and not the phone number, so you can only send emails from the system. You click on email, and you will be required to connect with your Gmail or with your Outlook. In this case, because because this is a Gmail account, okay, so you can click. There's two options. You can either click on Gmail, okay. If you have an Outlook email account, you can click on Outlook. If you are on Yahoo or on any other provider, any other email provider, you don't need to send the email from the system as long as you make sure that the email is tracked, and I'll show you how to do it. So if you got Gmail, if you got Outlook, you go into the deal page, you click on email, and you click on this button for Gmail and this button for Outlook. What will happen is that when you click on this, it will ask you to accept, and basically will connect your Gmail account to HubSpot. That way, if whatever email you send that is related to one of the leads that are in HubSpot, everything will automatically appear in your deal page, which is really, really handy because you're going to be able to see all your conversation with your leads in one page. And at the same time, whatever happens, for example, say you lose the deal, the deal gets lost, you can go back and you can see why you lost the deal. What's the problem? What's the issue? Then the other thing is that you can create a task for yourself. For example, a reminder, like you want to remind yourself, call to remind lead, or you can say potential customer to pay for renewal, okay, or to pay for service. You put a note here, okay, and then what you do is that you can say, is it a call? What the reminder is, a reminder for an email, or it's just a to-do? You put a to-do, put the day. This is a reminder, so you can say I want to be reminded the day off, the same day, and then you select here if the reminder is for tomorrow. This is a deal that has to be closed by the 17th. So for example, in case nobody answers you want to put a reminder for the 17th, the day off, and you can put like I want to be reminded 9 a.m. Okay, that depends on the type of potential customer you're dealing with. Go to cancel. Now, next thing is the tasks. Or now you see this is where you create the task for each individual deal. If you click on tasks, what you're going to have is a list of all the tasks you created. So, for example, if you're working on 10 deals and you think you're losing your mind, then you're going to need to have something that is basically a calendar, something that, or like a list, of reminders. And this is going to be your page. It's called tasks. And in tasks, you can see what you put for yourself as reminder, stuff to do. For example, if you have a deal that is expiring, all this stuff you're going to find here. And you're going to find it in open, due today, due this week, overdue, stuff you didn't finish, and completed too. So you can keep track of all the tasks you successfully closed. Then you can have this in a board like this way, or as a table, so it's just a list of rows. You can search in the task by any possible tag, like name of the person, name of the deal, location, whatever you have, email, the system will find it for you. So these are the basics, okay? And there's one more thing before we go to Just Music. So say you don't have Gmail, say you don't have Outlook, say you have Gmail, but you don't want to connect Gmail to HubSpot because maybe you're saying, I don't know, I don't want to have my GD17 music emails being sent automatically to the system because maybe I prefer to have the emails organized in a different way. So what you have to do is that you have to click on settings, okay? And in settings, you go in email integrations, okay? And in email integrations, you click on HubSpot extensions. And in HubSpot extensions, you're going to have these two very, very important fields. BCC email addresses or custom BCC addresses. So in custom BCC addresses, it's a bit of an advanced feature. It will basically allow you to use your own name. So say, for example, my name is Mark White, okay, and click Save. Every single time that I create an email on any platform, so say, for example, I'm on the phone and I'm emailing one of my leads and I'm saying, hey, how's it going with the tour? We got a new growth hacking package for artists, which will be great for you to reach your fans on in South Korea. Then you're writing the email on your phone. You don't have HubSpot on the phone, but you want to make sure that that email doesn't get lost. So what you do, you BCC yourself, okay? In this case, will be mark.white@bcchubspot.com, but it could be anything. I mean, you could put here, for example, like I don't know, like the Duck Records, okay? And you click Save, and then you got that. This is one way, or you could just copy the pre-existing BCC email address and just paste it in the email in the BCC field. And that way, whatever email you send to a lead, it won't get lost. So, how does it work? So I go here, okay, and I can either go in the search field and type, for example, Spotify, and I got a bunch of options here. But if I just click on Spotify and I click Enter, the system is gonna look for me for anything related to Spotify and the platform, or any product that allows Spotify or contains Spotify as a feature, which you're gonna have like the album release, because allows artists to release their records in more than 300 stores, including Spotify, 100,000 audio ads, or the artist growth hacking, which is a package to boost all the social media profiles for the artist. This is for the duration of 3 months. Then we got a 12 months, so there's different levels of the package. Release package allows the artist to boost the followers, the fans, and the streams of Spotify. And the Spotify playlist feature, which allows the artist to get featured on a curated playlist on Spotify. So this is all Spotify related, okay? Now if I go here and I click, I write Twitter, okay? In the Twitter section, again, we got a bunch of this is SoundCloud custom campaign, which basically allows to have SoundCloud tracks being promoted on Twitter, or you have a 3 months Instagram Twitter artist boost campaign. There's different type of products that contains the Twitter product. So if I click, for example, on the social media management, what is going to happen is that I'm gonna be redirected to the product page. And in the product page, that's where I got my products links. So I'm talking to the artist, and I want to send, let's go back to our test, okay? So we're going to test, this is the deal here, okay? You can use, by the way, the search option on the top right in HubSpot. And I want to send an email, but, say I want to send an email, or I want to leave a note. So I can say I've talked to artist today, okay? Artist name, obviously in this case is test, and is interested in this package. So there's 2 ways to do it, okay? You can copy and paste the link. You have to be logged in. You can copy and paste the link, put it here, and forward this link to the artist or to the record label. Or if you're talking to the artist on Facebook Messenger, on Twitter, on Google+, on Pinterest, okay? You can create a custom link and share the product directly to the artist or to the record label. How do you do that? You go below here, and for every single product, so anything that I click, so for example, artist growth campaign, okay, silver, 3 months, same stuff here, boom, you got the social media links. So you click on this, and it opens a pop-up window. It will ask you, obviously, to log in, or on Twitter, and I'm going to show how it works. In the case of Twitter, for example, even if you're not logging in, you can see that automatically creates the product link. When you're going to be logging in the social media, what you're going to see is that every time you click on this, it will also create an icon, a thumbnail for the product. So it's not just the link. So for example, if I click on Twitter, what you're going to have is that you're going to have this and there's going to be here a picture of the product. And every time the artist will click on the link, they will be redirected to the system. Okay, they'll go into Just Music. If they buy the package, you will get the commission because this link will be linked to your account, your sales account, and the name of the artist and the email of the artist. Now keep in mind that the artist, in order to buy this package, they have to put in their email. And because they have to pay PayPal, Stripe, whatever system they use, they're going to have to put the email. So in the moment this package is linked to an artist's email address or a record label email address, and the email address is associated to your deal, you get a commission. So make sure that when you're following up with make sure that the deals they're not closed before the artist buys the package. Because if you close a deal, okay, maybe because you're trusting your contact, and you say, oh yeah, sure, I'm gonna buy the product. Cool, I closed the deal, and the payment is after the deal is closed. Then there's not gonna be a way to track your deal to the email address of the person that purchased the product or the service. So make sure to be, neat when you're using HubSpot. Do not close the deal until the payment has gone through. And how are you going to know that the payment has gone through? Simple. You get an email. When the payment is processed, you're going to receive an email from GD78 Music, but it's going to say, congratulations, your contact, and it's going to be the name of the artist. It's just purchased this product, and your payment, your commission fee will be credited within 24 hours on your PayPal account, Stripe, or bank account, depending what payment system you used. Okay, so my suggestion is this is the only tools that you need. You need HubSpot and Just Music. If you want to use an external email provider, you can go here and go into your Gmail, and then in the Gmail you just you sign in and you put the same email address that you have here, and then all these three guys will be linked together, and you can start selling. Now there is another option, which is the very last thing that I want to tell you. You can actually make calls from HubSpot. So, for example, say we go to one of the people that works in GD78 Music, or one of the contacts that leave the page, one of the contacts that have a phone number, okay? This guy, okay? What we have here, attachments, contact owner. Well, we get the number of the company. Okay, this is an American number. So the very interesting thing is that in HubSpot, the GD78 Music gives you 15 minutes of free calls. Now they're not Skype calls. You can actually call people on the phone with this, and the call is automatically recorded in the system. So the way it works is that you need obviously to have a headset. If you want to use this option, it's not mandatory. And you click on call here. You wait a little bit, and then start calling. And then basically, like in this case, like you will have to add your phone number because it will be linked to your phone number, so we can see that the phone call comes from you, but you will be calling from the system. So you'll have here like a little window which will look like a Skype window, and you'll be calling the person, and you finish the call, and you can after that, you're going to be redirected to the note, and you can leave, details about how the call went. Okay, this is it for today. If there is any question, again, just feel free to write justmusic@gd78music.com and put in the subject like sales team. Okay, that's it. Good luck.